Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comment. Prices overnight are sharply unchanged. I think that we have three factors that market's going to be looking at this week. Number one is the weather. Over the weekend, about 80% of the Midwest, maybe 50 to 60% of some of the southern plains got some precip. And I think that we're looking at about 20% of the U.S. corn planted tonight's report. And I think this week farmers will be in the fields and planting a lot of the corn crop. After this, the 8 to 14 day map shows a little bit warmer temperatures and also some rain returning to the Midwest. So if you're looking at this start for the 2015 U.S. corn crop planting conditions, they're pretty close to ideal. As far as the Southern Plains is concerned, we expect the USDA to show a 1 to 2% increase in winter wheat crop ratings, and the fact that maybe some of the rains will kind of cool down a little bit or slow down a little bit in the soft red winter wheat areas might help conditions there, and the fact that we get some more rains for the Southern Plains might help crop conditions there also. The second thing is the money situation. The funds have a combined corn, soybean, wheat, futures and options net short position that's record high. Especially true in wheat. Last week they bought back some of those beans and meal, but they added to their short positions in corn and wheat. And so we'll just kind of see what they want to do with those positions going into the growing season. There were a lot of reports over the weekend stating that they believe last year's big supply, the start of this year's world crops, is enough to push prices even lower. And number three is with just the outside noise. We look in Europe. It's an important week for Europe. Greece has to make an IMF payment. At the same time, they could use that money to pay some of their pension needs. And so we'll have to see what they use that money for, and do they default to the European community. The dollar's a little bit higher on that uncertainty. And we'll look at some of the U.S. data and see if our economy is slowing. And we'll also watch China data to see if their economy is getting better. So all in all, prices unchanged. We're near some of the seasonal lows in corn and wheat, and we're at some pretty important technical areas in the beans with some sell signals in the beans. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day.